The engine cuts off. Silence floods the car, like water rushing into a sinking ship. Your hands still grip the wheel, not because they need to, but because this is the last moment you get to just be you. No audience, no performance, no smile. The front door is 15 feet away, but between you and that door lies a chasm. On this side, you're the exhausted man who snapped at 3 customers today, who ate a cold sandwich in your car because there was no time for lunch, who's mentally calculating whether you can cover the overdue electric bill and still afford your mom's medication. On the other side of that door, you're the hero, the rock, the man who smiles. You take a deep breath, adjust the rear view mirror, rehearse the smile, and then you walk in. If you've ever lived this ritual, if you've ever sat in that car longer than you should, just to delay the performance of walking through that door, this video is for you. Today, the weight you carry will be seen. Nobody's born knowing how to carry this weight. You were trained for it. Remember when you were 7 and fell off your bike? Scraped knee bleeding, tears already forming in your eyes, and your dad's voice, firm, "Get up. Men don't cry over that." And you got up. Remember when you were scared of the dark and tried to sleep in your parents' bed? You're too old for that now. Go back to your room. And you went back. Remember the first time they asked you to look after your mom when your dad left? You were 9 years old. 9. And somehow you were already the man of the house. Every be strong, every tough it out, every men handle it was like another stone being added to your invisible backpack, and you carried it. Because that's what men did. Because your worth was directly tied to your capacity to endure, to hold on, to not complain, to not fail. The armor was forged so early you didn't even notice when it stopped being something you wear and became your own skin. And then you grew up, got a job, a wife, kids, bills, responsibilities multiplying like cancer cells. And with each new responsibility, you hear that old voice echoing. You got this. You can take it. You're a man. But nobody ever asked you, what if you can't? What if you're breaking inside and you've just gotten really good at hiding the shattered pieces? Look, I don't make videos to pump you up with gym shirt motivational quotes. This channel is for men who carry what nobody sees. If you understand this burden, if you recognize the exhaustion you never show, the mask you never take off, you belong here. Subscribe now, not for me, for you. Because here, nobody's going to tell you you're complaining. Nobody's going to judge you for being tired. Here, we honor who you really are. Hit the button and stay with me. You open the door. The smell of home greets you. Reheated coffee, maybe something in the oven. The yellow kitchen light. TV on in the living room. Your daughter runs to you. "Daddy!" Her little arms around your neck. She smells like strawberry shampoo and innocence. You smile. Your wife calls from the kitchen. asks how your day was. You answer on autopilot. It was good, babe. How was yours? You smile. Your son shows you the drawing he made at school. A stick figure holding hands with another stick figure. Written underneath in crooked letters, me and my dad. You smile. But inside you're still in that brutal commute home. Still hearing your boss blame you for a mistake that wasn't yours. Still calculating whether you can fix the car and pay for your daughter's dentist appointment in the same month. Inside, you're screaming, but you smile. Because that's what you do. You filter the chaos of the world. You absorb all the pressure, all the cruelty, all the fear, and you let it corrode you from the inside, so none of it crosses that threshold and hurts the people you love. You're the family's lightning rod, the fuse that burns out so the rest of the system keeps running. And nobody knows. Your wife doesn't know you woke up at 3 a.m. with your chest tight, thinking about the future. Your kids don't know that Daddy's tired hides an exhaustion so deep you've forgotten what it feels like to wake up rested. And the scariest truth? You're afraid to break down. Afraid that if you tell them, if you admit the weight, they'll look at you differently. They'll see you as weak. They'll lose confidence. And you can't stand adding the guilt of worrying them. Discriminate does already carry. So you keep smiling. Until one day, alone in that car, you realize you've become so good at hiding the pain, you don't even recognize yourself anymore. But let me tell you something nobody's ever told you. That silence, it's not cowardice. It's the purest form of love that exists. You're not weak for carrying this weight alone. You're proof that real love doesn't express itself in pretty words or romantic gestures. Real love is waking up when your body begs for rest. It's working a job you hate so the people you love don't have to worry about money. It's swallowing your pride, biting your tongue, holding back your anger, not because you're submissive, but because you chose to protect the peace in your home. The ancient Stoics had a phrase for this, amor fati, love of fate, love of your burden, not because it's easy, but because it's yours. You were chosen for this mission, not by God, not by the universe, chosen by yourself, the moment you decided to take responsibility. And responsibility is weight, but it's also meaning, it's purpose. Your wife may never fully understand what you carry. Your kids certainly don't know. But one day, when they're grown, when they have their own battles, they'll remember. They'll remember that Dad was there, always, steady as a mountain, silent as a fortress. And they'll understand that the greatest gift you gave them wasn't material comfort. It was the example of how an honorable man faces the storm. So don't despise that exhaustion. It's the proof of your honor. Every aching muscle, every sleepless night, every heavy sigh, they're invisible medals on the chest of a soldier who never abandoned his post. You're not the victim of your life. You're the hero. And heroes don't wear capes. They wear work uniforms. They drive old cars. They hide overdue bills. And at the end of the day, when they finally allow themselves to close their eyes, they sleep with the clear conscience of someone who did their duty. Brother, if this video resonated with you, I need you to do something. In the comments, leave these words: "Silence is my forge." Not because I need the engagement, but because you need to declare it. Silence isn't your weakness, it's where you're forged. And if you know another man carrying this weight, a brother, a father, a friend, share this video with him. You don't need to say anything, just send it. He'll understand.